When I'm up there, I don't think about anything else.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Because there's no time to think of anything else. I'm communicating with the pilot,
No, we need to get much closer.
thinking about the weather, thinking about the light, making sure the camera's behaving.
All those brown colours.
I wouldn't have it any other way though, frankly. Always looks twice as it's a concept. Anyone who looks at my photos in detail is, at first it looks quite abstract, quite arty, and then if you look quite carefully in many of them, there are tracks of animals or animals in them that are hidden from the first view. So it was to try and encourage people to take the time to look for those clues as to where the photo was taken, the animals that were involved in it, and how they're part of the whole framing. And we live in a world where everything is instant, and I like the idea of, it's almost like in a mindfulness sense, to get them to think about the photos and then they engage with it. And I just think that's really important for everyone to have that type of experience, because it doesn't happen very often because it's such an instant world.
And then sort of on the way up there, if you let me know, hey, that, I like that, I like that, I want to shoot that, we'll mark it on the map.
Up and away we go.
When I'm up there and I'm looking out at the horizon, what I'm looking for are shapes, shadows, colours that might be of interest, because of course you're travelling at maybe 80 or 90 miles an hour. You just need to see something that perks your interest, and then you ask the pilot to go over it.
You see on the top, north, west, yes, there's all those brown colours that contrast against the white. Yep. And we'll need to go down quite a lot for that. Yeah, we'll get quite into it. Coming down.
And sometimes there's nothing there. Other times you strike upon this very rich set of colours.
So lights we over there above the black water, okay. Oh, that's amazing.
When we were on Fraser Island, the sand went down and it became white sand, became coffee coloured sand, became red sand, and then on top of that you had these brown rivers going down into it and flashes of green from the vegetation. They all come together in this incredible image, and then you start to look to frame it. At that stage you start to talk to the pilot.
No, we need to get much closer.
And you're trying to get him to go left or right or move the skid down so you can pivot the camera.
Where the water hits the edge of the lake.
All of which of course is being done very quickly because you're flying in a helicopter.
That's perfect. We can go home now. I am super happy. That was unbelievable.
I want to do more and more of this, and I want to spend more and more time in the environment. To do that, you've actually got to have somewhere to live, and to have somewhere to live that can go as off-road as I want to go. The Brooder trailers look completely different from any other trailer. They have these huge wheels, very modern design, and so I literally just gave them a call. They were designing it with me at the time. We were talking through how much water we needed, how I'm going to cook, how hard the conditions would be. I've got a shower that can work at below zero. I love a glass of wine, as does my wife, so I've got space for 12 bottles of wine. The cooking has been developed to the point I've got induction, I've got a Breville sort of oven that you can take out. You can do almost anything with it, air fry, you name it. Being in these locations, there's nothing better than being able to prepare a nice meal with a nice glass of wine and just look out and see absolutely nothing. It's fantastic. I was speaking to the guys at Brooder about what would pull this, for example, across the Simpson Desert, which has 1,000 sand dunes. And they said, you need something that can pull that vehicle with a huge amount of power. And that's how I got to find the Ram. And then once I'd found it, then we had to do a huge amount to it. Oh my God. This is unbelievable.
And then obviously, yeah.
Oh my word. It's magnificent, to be honest. So much space, all of it usable. Looks like I can go anywhere in it. It will take me wherever I need to go, and it will have all the space for the camera equipment and also the comforts, because I love to cook as well as to, you know, overland. So we can enjoy ourselves. I mean, it took us more than a year to design this. And poor Jaden, I've been on his back every 2 weeks for a year. But it's come together in a way that just, frankly, has surpassed every expectation I had. Well, there's no excuse now not to go and do any of it, really. That's the honest truth.